How are we, everyone? Welcome to Match Day 2 preview from myself. So, Leeds United versus Everton at packed out Elland Road. The first time the Leeds fans will have been back en masse. Obviously, not making light of the West Brom game last season, but en masse, full house, packed out Elland Road. Leeds United versus Everton on Saturday. So, let's talk about that packed out Elland Road to start with before we get on to what I think the team will look like, etc., etc. Because obviously my first prediction around the team was so accurate. Not. So yeah, packed out Elland Road. This is what we live for as Leeds fans. Our job on the day, not only get behind our boys, obviously, but to try and intimidate the opposition players, make them feel like they're in a hostile environment where all eyes are upon them and every touch will be heckled, and we know our players will climb all over them anyway and press hard, and it's a chance for the fans to just assist in that press vocally and just try and rattle players. Do you know what I mean? These are professional Premier League players, but nobody can tell me that a hostile Elland Road doesn't get to you. We've heard players in the past say they either used to hate or love playing there because they used to thrive or not in that kind of atmosphere. So let's just get amongst it. It's a chance for us to get our season set off properly after that quite honestly shocking away performance at Manchester United. Yes, a very, very good team who are probably going to push close for the title this season, although I still think they might come up slightly short, but they won't be a million miles away. And when Pogba and Fernandes turn up and we haven't got players like Calvin and Llorente in there, it's difficult to see how we'd have got anything out of it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's gone. We've brushed that off now. That's done. We've taken our abuse as Leeds fans. All the Man United fans have come out of the woodwork and given the grief. That's done. We'll move on to Everton. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to be back at Elland Road on Saturday. All the All Leeds TV crew are going to be there, dotted around the ground. We don't all stand or sit together. So yeah, we'll all be dotted around the ground. And just can't wait to get back behind the boys. My last game was Huddersfield at home with Luke Ayling's absolute worldie when we won 2-0 with the second half finish from Bamford as well. So moving on to the team that I expect or that I'd play if I was Marcelo Bielsa, which I'm not in any way, shape or form, but this is who I'd play. So Meslier net, I thought he had an okay game against Man United, certainly first half, made some good saves to keep us in it early doors. We know with Meslier that how Bielsa asks him to play with that distribution, that the odd pass goes awry. It is what it is, but hopefully can tighten up that a little bit. But obviously Elan will be in net. At right back, Luke Ayling, who defensively, and I'm not singling him out because no one had a great game defensively or otherwise against Manchester United, but he didn't look his best, but obviously scored that absolute worldie, which sadly will be forgotten, much like Stuart Dallas's the season before at Old Trafford because of the nature of the result. But absolute screamer, good for Luke to get off the mark in the Premier League, and hopefully there's more to follow. Centre-backs, sadly, I think Llorente's still out. So I would play Robin Koch and Liam Cooper. I think dropping Koch into his more preferred centre-back role is it's a no-brainer for me. He didn't look comfortable against a world-class, let's be honest, Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United. But drop him into centre-back alongside Coops and feel that the left foot, right foot balance is obviously back then, rather than two left-footed centre-backs. There's an argument for Pascal to potentially start ahead of Coops, but not for me. I like Liam Cooper. I'm a big fan of his. And he's obviously club captain, so I think he'll lead the team out on Saturday. Then at left-back, I would bring in Junior Firpo. We didn't see too much from him on Saturday against Manchester United, but it's a proper left-back. If we're playing a back four, and I just think he's got to be in there. He's clearly quality, so let's get him in there against Everton and let him have a go. Get some of that combination work with Jack down the left-hand side. So in front of the back four, Calvin, there's no way, in my opinion, that Calvin can't play. I have got a horrible little feeling that Bielsa might put the same team out and say, oh, go and have another go at it. But I can't see how we roll out on Saturday without Calvin at CDM. We see what he brings, and we see what we miss when he's not there. So Calvin in at CDM for me. And then across the midfield four, Dallas and Click for me in the centre areas. That means Rodrigo dropping to the bench. But I think Dallas and Click just give us that bit more stability in there, rather than Rodrigo, whose natural thought process is to go forward. So I don't see us going with that. Who knows? I might be wrong. But Dallas and Click for me. On the left-hand side would be Jack, who hopefully has a better game and gets his season off and running properly. And I'll say exactly the same for Rafa on the right-hand side, who had his poorest game in a Leeds shirt against Manchester United for me. And up front, Patrick Bamford. Hopefully he can get himself off the mark for this season. A couple of goals, fingers crossed. And yeah, we go from there. But that's what I expect to see on Saturday. I don't know too much of what to expect from Everton. I know Rafa likes to plays quite tight, doesn't he? Quite compact. He likes big, strong people in there. They've obviously got DCL up front, who is a concern for me just because of his heading ability and his strength. So hopefully that's why I think Llorente is going to be a huge miss on Saturday. But hopefully we can nullify the crosses coming in from wide areas. No giving away silly set pieces in and around the box. It just plays into Everton's hands and the way Rafa Benitez plays football. And obviously then hopefully our front four can get amongst it. If Rafa's on form, if Jack's on form, then I'm very, very confident for the game on Saturday. Which leads me on to my prediction. I'm going 3-1 Leeds. And I've said this from the start, before we got beat by Manchester United as well. It's a real opportunity now after that shocker the other day to get our season underway with Burnley to follow. And if we win these two games, 6 points out of 9, that's a good, strong start to the season. So let's get a win. Let's get behind them. Let's brush off last Saturday. Get behind the boys. Everybody will. We know what Elland Road's like. It'll be absolutely bouncing. Yeah, very exciting. So have a great rest of the week, everyone. Again, I've kept this really short and sweet. I'm impressing myself. I normally babble on for ages. Have a great rest of the week. Let the excitement build for Saturday, and let's get at them. Hopefully, might see some of you down at Elland Road on Saturday. If I don't, have a great day if you're down there. If not, hopefully you get to see the game somehow. I'm not sure if it's on TV. Have a great weekend as well. You will see all Leeds TV as usual. There'll be player ratings. Obviously, I'm not showing times and stuff because we're all at the game. So there clearly won't be a watch along this week. But expect all the other content as usual, I think. And yeah, fingers crossed for a Leeds win and kicking our season off in properly. Not in style, because we didn't kick it off in style, did we? But kicking our season off properly against Everton at home. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you see us lining up on Saturday, what your match predictions are, anything else that you want to discuss, because I do read the comments and it gives me ideas of things to discuss in future shows. So please get your comments in. Loads of interaction. Bring on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Speak to you soon. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.